Geek Chest, my name's Steve, and today we'll be destroying some value of a recent toy haul that I did from just driving around, essentially. Mainly, pretty much all of these are from GameStop. Actually, I got this other thing I got from Second Charles. I guess I could grab that at the end, because that one's loose and already open, but I'll show you guys what it is anyways. And stuff's falling. But anyways, today we'll be unboxing the Dragon Ball Stars Cooler Final Form, the Power Rangers Lightning Collection Zeo Blue Ranger, and the Mcfarlane Mortal Kombat Scorpion. This is... I'm not 100% certain that this is like a GameStop exclusive, but I know this is like a different form than just like the standard Scorpion. And by different, I mean just like color variety wise, it's pretty much the same figure, except for the head sculpt there. But actually, the one I'm most excited about, because I didn't know he was a thing. And I always really liked the design of Final Cooler, because it's kind of like Super Shredder if it was a Dragon Ball Z villain. So, always super down into this one. So, decided to grab that one. I guess we'll start with this one, because I kind of just bought it so that I could have it for photos when Spawn eventually shows up. But I don't know if I'm going to keep it, because I don't really collect the Mortal Kombat stuff, but it seemed odd to try to do photos with that version of Spawn in particular without having a... this ain't gonna work out too well. This is already kind of open on top, so I guess... not really. It's like every box I've seen, like the lids are pretty much like practically opened on them, but not actually opened. I almost don't care about this box, but I kind of want to try to resell it. Possibly. So, yeah, I don't want to really damage it too much. Man, they made this freaking complicated. Okay, that up. There we go. Okay. Good to go. Good to go. Alright, I got anything in the box? Oh, alright. Well, there's a Mortal Kombat stand in the box. I'm not going to grab that out. Because for the most part, should stand fairly well by themselves. I'm not having any luck today trying to open these things fast anyways. Oh, there we go. Alright, so... man, he's in there. Alright, Scorpion. Sort of out of there. We got his sword sheath. Got... another short... ugh. You know, I'm trying to do these destroying the valley videos. A little hard sometimes, because like it's so much easier trying to open these things when you're actually looking at them. But with it in front of a camera... oh my god, why does this not want to come out? Alright, there's a hole back here. I'll just say screw it, just rip this guy out of here, call it a day. There's so much tape. Alright, got this. Get over here, chain spear. Got some swords. Just gonna... one, probably not the best idea, because those are actually fairly well in there as well. Two. Alright, so it comes with a pair of swords. They are green, which is kind of weird, but also kind of neat. It's kind of the reason I don't mind grabbing this one either, because it's like, it's Scorpion, but it's like a, more like a DLC version of Scorpion. So, I should have looked at the images on the box here. Alright, so it looks like little one top, big one side. So, like, I don't actually know. Alright, so that looks like it should be something like that, and then that makes sense that this hooks in up front here, so that is meant for this side. Whoops, if it wasn't dropping it. Thankfully they kind of going fairly easy. I say that as this one's starting to be a bit of a struggle, because it kind of goes in like a lip. feel like that should go in farther. We'll figure that out some other time, but swords should slide into there. I use the term should loosely. Alright, there we go. 1 in. 2 in. Okay, the second one was so much easier. Doesn't look too shabby. I gotta mess around with this to figure out, because I'm assuming it can't go all the way in because of the articulation. It kind of feels like it wants to be at that angle. A bit. But that just looks weird. Yeah, it's definitely not right. I wonder if there's instructions in the package? Maybe. Now, why would there be instructions? Crazy talk. Alright, well, anyways, we'll go over the rest of the figure here. But seems to be really nice articulated. Got some double jointed elbows. Rotation at the waist. I like that there is a joint here, but I don't see how that one is going to be super useful, to be fair. I got, ooh, double jointed knees. It's nice to see. I'm liking the coloring on him. Like, you can definitely tell it's still Scorpion. Like, he's got this nice little, like, Oni mask. Got the armor on the top. Just in a tan, I guess more like a tan color, like a beige. Some yellows and oranges throughout. The armor on the legs are done in like a copper. And then you also have the get over here spear. Oh, like, those hands are super tight together. But I want them to go through it. Guess you could probably just like snake it through. Maybe not, but it was. You guys get the gist. The blades on here are also done in a more neon green, and pretty sweet. Again, mainly just grabbed this just to be able to do photos with the Spawn. Wasn't super excited about it, but it's pretty neat so far. Actually, like, if you're into Mortal Kombat, this doesn't seem too bad. Though I would probably go with the standard version over this one. But because Spawn is more of like a DLC character, thought this one would actually go pretty well along with him as well. Now this one I'm actually super stoked for. Because for starters, we get the Rocky head. Also, this package I literally cared nothing about. But we'll still open it nicely. Maybe. I say that, but we're actually just gonna not care anymore. Because I've pretty much been pitching all these packages. But what's cool is you get Rocky's head. So if you wanted it to go along with the Red Ranger, if you want to do like Season 2, gives you that option. I never noticed if he actually has an earring on. But you can see on the head it does. So that's kind of cool. He's kind of looking off to the side a little bit. Granted, I personally haven't had any of them actually posing with their heads on. I had like Lord Draken for a brief period, but he's actually with his helmet on his throne. But he was like the one that was like most considerate, just leaving with it off. But you do get the nice triangle helmet. I will say, like, the Zeo Rangers kind of had like the most boring looking helmets out of a lot of the Rangers because they're just like geometric shapes. But the rest of the outfits were pretty sweet. He comes with the sword here, which looks really nice. You get the gold here, blue on the handle, and that's kind of like a police baton looking thing where it extends outwards. You do get the little electrical effect, which can go over top of it. Wow, this sword is super duper wiggly. But I'm not sure what that's replicating, but you get the gist of it. I guess it kind of helps to make like the sparks if you had like a monster or one of the putty patrols striking into it, and it makes the spark effect. So that's kind of neat. He also comes with the blaster here, which has the holster on the side. But blaster actually looks really nice. It actually has a lot of like little painted detailing and mold to it. Like I said, like with these guys, I've been super impressed with how these turned out. Because again, they're just essentially like not quite figure arts quality, but pretty freaking darn close that I don't really notice it too much. You do get some extra hands, which for him you get a pair of clenched fists. Yeah, just really solid looking Ranger. I still got to try to get a hold of the Yellow Mighty Morphin. That's next on the to-do list of figures to find. But articulation's really nice. Belt looks pretty good as well. But no, it's a really solid Ranger. I wouldn't say my favorite in the least. But still pretty good option. Then again, I like to have the options of the heads too for the other Rangers. Because like if you get the Gold Ranger, you'll have like for the new Zeo Gold, it has the second Gold Ranger as it. I think it was second. It's been a minute. But anyways, I like that they're giving you like a lot of options if you guys are like collecting stuff. So if you want to use like certain Rangers for certain series, you got your options. But finally, moving on to Kuda Final Form. I will state that this movie was just okay. Like I remember when I first seen it, I really liked it. The second Cooler movie though, like, ugh. But second Cooler movie also doesn't have the battle form, so that's what I think makes that more lame than anything. Because I feel like what kind of made Cooler and had him stand out in comparison to Frieza is this look in particular. And it was kind of cool because like Frieza's like, oops, final form was like Cooler's standard form that you started with. Ugh. Holy crap, you're pointy. You also got a pair of like energy palm hands, but I'm not gonna put those on him too much. Just gonna kind of go over the base figure here and pop his head back on. But detailing's pretty nice. I do kind of wish on these that they would do a little bit more, I don't want to call it panel lining, but I'm going to call it panel lining, is for like the armor pieces here and a lot of the muscles. It'd be nice if there was a little bit more like line definition so that they show off a little bit better. Granted, again, at the price point, like 20 bucks, not going to really say too much, like especially like him being such a large figure. But head sculpt looks really nice. Like in the chest armoring, he's got his little pointy bits on the side here. The guy just kind of looks like, kind of just reminds me of a lot of Super Shredder, like even in the coloring. You also got the points here on the back. And I like too that like in the, I don't know, I guess kind of like his armor is, you even get like the little indent and stuff. And again, like I think like, oops, I think we just lost Blue Ranger. But some like panel lining I think would go a long ways with these guys. Legs look pretty nice as well. Nails are painted. Even got some paint on the thumbnail as well. Pretty stoked about this one. This guy actually might get a full-fledged review. Because get him beating up on some Goku, or maybe even do some customizing on this one in particular. Because for the most part, I don't imagine getting a figure art of this guy anytime soon. Like, I would love a figure art. But this guy was definitely a pleasant surprise coming across in the GameStop area. Now I guess I'll go get the last one so you guys can see what else I bought, but it was loose and missing stuff, but I didn't care. Is this guy. Found him at a Second and Charles, which if you guys don't know what that is, it's kind of like a second-hand, well, kind of like the title entails. It's a second-hand shop. They do get new stuff in too, but they also do a lot of like, you can buy, sell, and trade there as well. And seeing this guy was just like hanging out in the case for 40 bucks. Which online he goes for like 60, 70, which what this is a, I believe it was the Legacy line. But it's the Rancor. And it came with a Luke with a bone piece. And the one thing that like struck out to me anyways with this guy is the coloring up here. Kind of throws me off a bit for like a typical Rancor look. Like it's a lot more dark and it has a lot more contrasting colors than what I'm accustomed to was seeing for Rancors anyways. But it was in really good shape. On the side of the arms are super stiff on the shoulders anyways, but you do get some like rotation here. Hands can rotate. You got some jaw articulation. Legs can go forward and back, and it's got some hinges here at the feet, which is kind of crazy for a figure that came out in, I believe it was 2008. I think that's what the copyright was on the bottom of this thing's foot. But pretty dope. Mainly just got it to kind of go next to the figure arts because like size-wise, like it's going to be a little small, but it'll still look cool. And I like me some giant monsters. Figure this guy seemed fairly appropriate. If you guys like to see a video of this guy, let me know in the comment section below. Also, would consider doing a review of this as well. And help us defeat those kaijus by hitting that like button, subscribe, become a ranger today. See you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.